When people hear national debt, they imagine a simple scene. One country owes another country. A rival holds the receipt. A villain pulls the strings. But the truth is creepier than that, because most nations don't owe one enemy. They owe a web. And you're inside it. You're watching hidden money history. Start with the most misunderstood fact. In many countries, the biggest creditor isn't foreign. It's domestic. Not the government. Not the people in some warm, equal way. It's institutions that live quietly behind your life. Banks, pension funds, insurance companies, mutual funds, and big asset managers that sit between millions of savers and the state. That means your pension fund can be lending to your own government. Your insurance premium can end up buying government bonds. Your safe investment can be a claim on future tax revenue. So when the government pays interest, it isn't just paying a debt. It's moving cash through a pipeline, from taxpayers into the balance sheets of whoever owns the claims. Now comes the second layer, foreign holders. Yes, foreigners buy sovereign debt, but it's usually not a single mastermind country controlling everything. It's a mix. Other governments parking reserves in safe bonds, global funds buying stability, banks and institutions using bonds as the safest place to park cash. So the debt isn't a chain held by one hand. It's a market, a tradable asset, a giant pool where promises are bought, sold, and priced every day. And that sets up the creepiest part. Your future becomes a product. Here's why this is creepier than country A owns country B, because sovereign debt doesn't just sit there, it gets used. Government bonds are treated like super cash in modern finance. They're collateral. They back overnight lending, they stabilize portfolios, they're the foundation blocks under banks, pensions, and the credit system. So your country's debt is not only a liability, it's financial plumbing. And when that plumbing depends on one thing, everything depends on one thing: confidence. That's the real power in debt, not the identity of the creditor, the price of trust. When investors feel safe, rates stay low. When fear spreads, rates rise. Refinancing becomes expensive. Budgets start bleeding. Currencies weaken. And suddenly politics starts taking orders from bond markets. This is why paying off the national debt is mostly a fantasy headline. Most governments don't plan to eliminate debt. They plan to roll it over. Old bonds mature. New bonds replace them. And as long as lenders keep believing, the machine keeps running. So who really owns your country's debt? A network. Domestic institutions, foreign investors, and the central bank sitting behind the curtain as the backstop. And now the darkest twist. Even if your country owes itself, the loop isn't equal. Who receives the interest? Asset holders and institutions. Who covers the cost? Everyone, through taxes, inflation, and slower public spending. So here's the question I want in the comments. If national debt is permanent by design, should the public get a direct share of the interest stream instead of only the institutions that already have capital? Write your answer. Subscribe to Hidden Money History, because the past leaves receipts